Update on Lady Splay. I put this black sort of netting in the bottom of their little cage because they were slipping all over the place on the cardboard. And as you can see, this has got tiny little holes, so it's enabling them to grip a little bit better. So hopefully this will enable her to gain some strength and walk on her legs a little better. Duchess is an absolute hoot. She is here, there and everywhere. Lady Splay is doing well. She's getting a little bit better. She's still a bit wobbly on her feet, but she's getting there. This Pud has been an absolute dream with the ducks. She has just taken to them. She doesn't sort of cuddle them or anything yet, but I can see that happening totally. And she's been really, really calm with them. As you can see, Lady Splay is doing quite well with her little plaster splint at the moment. And she has been following Pud around, which is super cute. I paid a visit to a local reclamation yard because we are having a fence built around our kitchen garden to stop the deer getting in. And there was just so many wonderful things in there. It's just amazing what some people don't want. Anyway, I was looking for some doors and we managed to find some that were perfect for what we're looking for. This is Doug, he came to help me. Just look at all the amazing treasures here. There's just so much good stuff. Can't wait to go back. Posts are starting to go in for the kitchen garden, and these are the sorts of images that I've been saving that have given me some inspiration. So there's trellis, there's chicken wire, that's me mocking up some trellis ideas, and just making it sort of really see-through in a way and also really connected to nature, so growing things up it. So we also got these old doors and we're going to make something like this so it looks very much like another room. These are the doors that we picked up and we're mocking up an idea of trellising here and just seeing how it might look. Our next project in the garden is working on the kitchen garden fence, because the previous one that we had, although very doable, pretty, really, really happy with it. A, the chickens could jump over it, and B,
And worst of all, the deer very much could jump over it and did so regularly and have been eating all our produce. So something needed to be done, and I didn't want it to look like Alcatraz, which I feel as though it could easily look like with fencing so tall. So we've been playing around with ideas. We've got some trellis here, which I don't think we're going to keep. This is just a mock-up, obviously, by the way, it's not proper trellis. Chicken wire at the back. Chicken wire is great because when you spray it black, you can't see it. So your eye will completely go through it. And then sort of a little picket style fence at the bottom. And I think what I'm going to go for is the picket style fence all across the bottom, and then the chicken wire straight across, and then have an archway just made here out of wood. And in that way, I hope it will frame the garden like through a window, but you can still see so much of it. And then we'll get some sort of little acorns or artichokes, little caps to sit on top. And then I've got these fantastic doors I'm going to distress, and we're going to cut out the central parts. So again, you can see through into the garden, and it will be sort of a beautiful entranceway. Imagine roses grown up over it. Imagine, clematis in the springtime. So hopefully, eventually, it will all be blooming. Everything will be growing up it, but critically, the deer won't be able to get in.
As I get older, it's the simplest things in life that give me the greatest joy. And cycling to cricket on a sunny Friday afternoon is got to be one of the best things in the world. We have this beautiful tree-lined avenue just round the corner from our house, and we cycle to cricket, all in tandem. And honestly, I just love it so much. It's just, I hope that it will be something that the kids sort of always remember in their lifetime, because it's something that I just find unbelievably magical.
my veg patch is quite behind. I did everything from seed, and not late, but I don't have a greenhouse, so there's only so much we can do in the boot room. Although we do have this amazing new little Victorian grow house from Crocus, which is amazing. So things are okay. We're also up against it on the battle against the deer, which is why we're having this big structure made, which I appreciate looks like sort of Azkaban at the moment, but it will look really pretty and chic. I keep telling myself it will. So initially we put down membrane, and then we put down actually a membrane that was biodegradable, which is obviously much more eco-friendly and very much advisable. But we then put wood chip down, and basically what's happened is it's become a wonderful compost. So it's just become this really, really lovely composted mulch, which obviously the weeds absolutely love. So I'm in the process of digging that up and sadly putting down a thicker membrane that then we can put stones on. And we've got some lovely slabs that we've collected over the years just from Facebook Marketplace, or people that were getting rid of them. And then you can see here that this is the beginnings of the stones, and it just looks so much smarter, doesn't it? This is the sort of crazy cage situation I've got going on at the moment to prevent my deer eating everything. A sweet pea they seem to love. So yeah, you can really see the difference. Let me look. I mean, this is, really I've weeded this constantly as well. It's not as if I've not weeded it. That has grown just on top of the membrane, and then here is the stones, so it looks way smarter, and I would definitely recommend it. I know people that have had success with wood chip, but perhaps I'm just not as good at weeding, because mine has just become this lovely mulch, as I said. So this is quite a lot of work. It's quite backbreaking, but it'll look amazing once it's done. I know it looks a little bit like Azkaban. Don't know why I have to say a Harry Potter reference, but it won't, I promise. There is a vision, and the vision is good. I'm pretty sure it's going to look amazing.
An incredible 24 hours at a hotel called Gravetye Manor, and it's all about the gardens. They were so stunning. They were started in 1885 by William Robinson, and basically he created all this from complete scratch. It was just fields. So it's just so awe-inspiring to think, obviously, yes, this has taken hundreds of years, but just the thought process, the thinking ahead of how it would all look, and his vision is just absolutely incredible. And there's just so much inspiration here. You really have to come and have a look around this garden and come for lunch, because it was also incredible. We stayed the night. It was just beautiful. It was just really well done. Nothing was too showy. It was very beautifully done, country house manor style. And I just loved this little window seat. I looked out and just thought, how many people have looked out on this window? Who has been in my place right now? And what have they worn? It was just magical.
We sit on the southwest corner of what is still a 1,000-acre estate.
You were asking and I had no idea.
It's huge.
He wasn't content with the 35-acre garden when he arrived here, so as one does. Most of it is in an easterly direction, so that way. And then what's rather lovely is what cuts through the middle of it these days is the Bluebell Railway, which is the steam locomotives. So you can be out here in the garden and you'll hear that rather nostalgic noise of a steam train, which is rather nice, because otherwise it's only the company that you're with.
And bees.
Enjoy the bees, the insects, the birds, which is really rather special.